Over the years, Rockford University has had many prominent graduates. Mimi Murphy highlights one woman known as a leader for social reforms, women's rights, and world peace issues in this week's Education Matters report.
Paging through a book on Rockford University's proud history, one person in particular stands out. Jane Addams. She's perhaps their most well-known graduate. In 1881, Addams graduated from what was then known as Rockford Female Seminary. The campus was located on the banks of the Rock River near Seminary and Morgan Streets. Addams has been referred to as the mother of social work, but Rockford University's Isabel Ross Abbott Professor of History and Women's Studies, Dr. Catherine Forsland, says that's a bit of a misnomer.
And people think of her, oh, she was a social worker. No, she was not a social worker.
Forsland believes Addams was more interested in society and what we can do to make it a better place. Addams, along with Ellen Gates Starr, a friend from Rockford Seminary, founded Hull House in Chicago in 1889. It was one of the nation's first settlement houses serving as a community center.
She wanted Hull House to be a critical neighbor within the neighborhood. She not only created programs to work with and help the neighbors, like they started the first kindergarten there, the first gymnasium.
Addams was a community activist focusing on issues important to creating strong neighborhoods.
She became the garbage warden for the ward that she was in, and went around and checked, are they picking up the garbage? And when they weren't, she was going down to aldermen and city hall and talking to them.
Addams was an active campaigner for women's rights. She was also a leader in pacifist movements.
She was involved with the Women's International League of Peace and Freedom and was one of the early leaders in it. They were very active in the World War I era, trying to keep the United States out of the war, and got a lot of criticism for it because that was seen as unpatriotic.
She ultimately received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1931 for her peace activism.
That's Mimi Murphy reporting. Addams died in 1935 at the age of 74.